A lot of great rebounders tonight, Brent, which brings up a question these days. Why do fewer players seem to be blocking out when rebounding?
Well, there's less and less opportunity to get the type of rebounds, Kevin, that we've seen typically through the years that are in the paint. How many times are these guys shooting field goal attempts from so far out that the ricochet off the rim is allowing these rebounds to get to what we call the moon,
right
around the free throw line and that dotted line from the free throw line. So guards and wings swooping in to pick up non-traditional boxed out rebounds.
Team rebounding.
Team rebounding is a huge aspect of any good team. Offensive rebounding has gone away.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Lopez. They grab their own miss. And no good. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Wow, hammering it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Pass to Lopez. Shoots over Embiid. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Richardson, good.
A good sense right there of Richardson understanding space and that he could get there. Nice pull-up.
Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
No good from Simmons. Outside Korver. Pass to Lopez. And here is Antetokounmpo, guarded by Simmons. 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Embiid.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one. Well, Mike Budenholzer winning the Coach of the Year for the second time. Just has such a great mind offensively and came in with a new system for this entire roster, one that they embraced very early on. I think it was really important last year, training camp, establishing that type of confidence. It carried them through for the entire year.
Here's Giannis after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Back to Korver, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Not often, but Korver getting active now on the inside to get a good quality shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Budenholzer, a big reason they were a top offense last season.
Well, we talk a lot about Bud Ball. And you add Giannis Antetokounmpo in there, and Bud's ability to pair Giannis's unique skill set to the way that he wanted to play, it really changed a lot of what they did offensively, and it felt very, very seamless.
And here we go with Horford running up the court.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Left side, Korver. Over Richardson. Count it from 12.
Excellent shot by Korver. You knew, like he knew, it's good.
Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. No good from Simmons. Milwaukee trails by 6. Middleton inside the three-point line. And that one goes long. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Embiid wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. .106 left in the first quarter. Outside Hill. From 12 feet out. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Well, that pick and roll unleashes George Hill's ability to create a little bit more in this offense. He gets into the space he needs that time.
They get it again. Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs. And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Now here is Hill, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing. Just doing the job on the backboard.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 6.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
To the inside. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. There. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet, Kevin?
Lays it up off the glass. Horford's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
Simmons on the wing. He's got 6. Embiid is at the elbow. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Richardson. Hits. Count that one from Ennis.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Now here is Hill. To the paint. Here's Giannis. And the shot goes in. Giannis has got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Horford. Poke loose. Matthews with the steal. And Giannis throws it down.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
Snatched up. Embiid is at the elbow. Now here's Richardson. 76ers moving the ball around. And the basket by Horford. And Brent, with the corner three being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
And here's Hill for three. Can't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Here's Burke. This one for three. It's up, and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. To the middle. And the dunk by Giannis.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
The three-pointer is right on target.
That's a shot that Tobias Harris is really working hard on to become more consistent as a threat from the three-point line.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
He's a good free throw shooter. Tobias Harris smartly looking to get in there and find some easy points from the line.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Down low. And the dunk by Lopez.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And here is Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Bolden. The 76ers with another miss. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Hill with it. Pass to Lopez. It's back to Hill. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Both free throws good from Hill. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Unloads. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Here's Milwaukee now. They trail by 1. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Connaughton. Here's Lopez. For the lead. Drops in the layup for 2. Lopez has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Scott has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Scott's got himself on the board with 3 there.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So both teams making some changes here. The baseline J. Embiid with the steal.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Milwaukee trails by 4. Middleton on the wing. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Matthews, no good. Philadelphia leading by 4. Inside. Embiid. That shot, no good. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Giannis inside. Pass to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. The 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Middleton only takes a second to get that shot off. Such a good catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Embiid. Rebounded by the Bucks. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. 3 on 3. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Richardson, no luck. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Outside for Korver. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Now Matthews. Guarded by Simmons. Deep. Matthews, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Brent, offensive versatility, all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. That one on Embiid. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Now we can talk about it over and over again, Kevin. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harris. Here's O'Quinn, right wing. And another shot. Pass to Burke. Good. Burke's got his first bucket of the night.
O'Quinn with some good attention to detail there. He noticed that one of his guys was uncovered, and he's a good passing big.
And as we finish the third quarter. Three tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Philadelphia. They lead by 1. It's Scott on the wing. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Giannis outside. And he banks in the layup. Giannis has got 9 points here in the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Harris wide open. He shoots another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And Harris, a polished shooter. Good form on that one.
At the top of the key, Lopez knocks it loose. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Burke looking over the floor. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And Philadelphia calls time here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Embiid with the steal. Richardson gets a wide open look. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Bucks. 7-point differential. Releases. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Richardson. He's off on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. And here they go. It's back to Hill. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Harris.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Timeout called, the Bucks. A different look for Milwaukee. Milwaukee trails by 9. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
In the corner, it's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. To the middle. Embiid with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Matthews with the steal. And stolen by Horford. Here's the lob for Harris. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, I feel like he's getting more and more confident and might be able to take over in this game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're in front by 12. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
That one is off. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes. in the league, that the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the 76ers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Shoots. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one? Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Harris outside. From deep three-point range, that shot off the mark. So the 76ers win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. What great athleticism with both these teams. I mean, every move is so graceful, so skilled. I mean, majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
And here's James outside. Second shot opportunity. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Remarkable catch and shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct whenever he gets the ball.
Now here's Walker. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And the rejection by James. The drive by Green. And LeBron James good for 3. LeBron's got 5 now.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Offensive rebound. Outside, Walker. To the inside. Tatum, that's for 2. Boston again.
If the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Brown, good.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target from outside. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Davis. That one doesn't drop. Now Boston takes it the other way. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion. And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's James. He has 5. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. In the corner, it's Hayward. The kick out to Walker. Five on the clock. Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Brown's got 5.
Well, you've got to get out on Jaylen Brown now. This is a young man who has shown great strides in improving his perimeter game.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
Pass to Cook. Back to Davis. It's stolen by Brown. And here we go. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. And again, Boston with the triple.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Baseline try. And another basket for Boston.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And 1:01 left to play in the first. Here's Davis. Kicks it out to Bradley. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Brown outside. Back to Walker. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Pass to Caruso. The offensive rebound. Howard. And here's Bradley from three.
Well, Brown taking away the shooter.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics out in front, up 9. And we'll be back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league, and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Los Angeles trails by 15. Yes, that goes in. Davis has got his first points of the night.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the first one drops.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Now here's Edwards. Tatum wide open. He fires one. A three-pointer off the mark. It's stolen by Edwards. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. That shot is off. And it's the Lakers the other way. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Celtics leading by 11 and finished off by Brown.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
Now here's James. 5 points in the game. And Green gets it to go.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to Tatum. Here is Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Celtics passing it around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. Caldwell Pope outside. And they double up James. Left side, Bradley. Stolen by Smart. Pass to Edwards. .122 left in the second quarter. Tatum's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Here is Edwards, guarded by Bradley. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. LeBron with the block.
He was tracking that shot the whole way. No chance LeBron was letting that get to the rim. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the rejection by James.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Smart. From deep. Now Brown. Covered by LeBron. Down low. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. 4 seconds left. And James throws it down.
Well, Kev, that's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide-open teammates on a consistent basis.
And so it's Boston. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. First, you can't help but notice the teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Tatum. Here's Edwards. McGee with the block. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Boston making a switch here. Here's Cantor. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
The fast release makes Gordon Hayward such a difficult check. If the defense is giving him any space, forget about it.
Now here's Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Los Angeles trails by 7. And the dunk by James.
I'll tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, the Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Yeah, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Pass to Caruso. LeBron's shot is good. James has got 18 points in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Stolen by Cantor. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Rondo. And that one, good. LeBron's got 20.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Hayward can't hit. Kuzma outside. And here is LeBron. He's got 20. Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. That one good for 2. Now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now Rondo, after Marcus Smart missing on that last 3-pointer. To the middle. Here's Cantor. That shot off. Good D by Howard. Here's Rondo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Walker. And he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Timeout called the Lakers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Pass to Tatum. Walker in the post. Over James. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
What you love about him, Cantor, to me, is every night he's capable of a double-double. He's an efficient low-post scorer and a determined rebounder. This guy can play now. Let's make no mistake.
Los Angeles trails by 5. The drive by LeBron. Excellent D from Cantor. Left side, Smart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Well, how smart is Marcus Smart using his body? He's such a physical guard, seeks out contact. Nice.
And he makes the first.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. For Los Angeles, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Back to Tatum. The kick out to Walker. Knocks down the 3-ball. Walker's got 9 points.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And you got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
And so it's Boston, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here is Cook. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Green. Pass to Cook. Back to Green. And Kanter pulls it down.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's Walker penetrating. Outside, Smart. Second chance shot. They get it back. Kanter. The kick out to Tatum. And it's off from three-point range.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. Back to Smart. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Kanter, high post. Nice ball movement by Boston. The kick out to Walker. Boston, no good that time either. Los Angeles trails by 10. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Kevin, how about the remarkable improvement of Avery Bradley over time? Once strictly a dominant defender, this guy can make threes. He can drive the lane. There isn't an aspect of the game where he hasn't grown.
And so Bradley nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Hayward on the wing. To the paint. Stolen by McGee. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And it's good for 2.
Well, Kev, Avery Bradley seeing the floor so well. This guy has improved in every phase of the game.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Pass to Tatum. In the corner, Smart with it. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. Here's Caldwell Pope. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Right side, Green. Pass to McGee. And Tatum pulls it down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's Los Angeles. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Hayward. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love, Greg, is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Hayward, left side. Right side, Smart for 3. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass break, the Lakers. A miss that time would have put him up. Outside Tatum. Back to Canner. Inside. Hayward. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Kevin, don't you love that Gordon Hayward demanded the basketball in such a crucial possession? He has really matured.
Outside, Walker. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tries again. Pass to Hayward. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Now Walker.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
A bit of heroics at the line right there as he bumps their lead to 3 and makes things a little easier for them defensively.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
From deep, James buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Here's Walker, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And so Walker nails both of them. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to Caldwell Pope. He's looking for James and finds him. Offensive rebound. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Guys, let's remember, Danny Green was waived not just once, twice. But I love that he didn't put his head down. And ultimately, he wins his first championship with the 2014 Spurs. And what a valuable piece he remains. He's such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
The kick out to Walker. Teardrop shot. McGee with the block. LeBron James on the wing. Pass to McGee. Stolen by Cantor. And it's Walker penetrating. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
To me, Kevin, Gordon Hayward has come so far in his physical and mental toughness, and he refuses to be denied by physical defense. I love that.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. We've got 1:48 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Here's LeBron. Off the inbound pass. And the dunk by James.
LeBron finding a way to come up with a ridiculous make in a huge situation yet again.
Here's Walker. Here's Cantor. The shot by Hayward, wide open. The kick out to Tatum. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a one-point game. No one near James as he lets it go. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, when LeBron James is starting to cook, his teammates understand, hey, perhaps the big guy, one of the greats of his generation, needs the basketball.
Floats one up. Cantor. The shot missing. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Pass to LeBron. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
That's good, going 1 or 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Austin with the ball. In the corner, Tatum with it. Offline with his 3.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Shoots over Walker. And again, the Lakers, no good. Here's Boston now. Cantor inside. Smart on the wing. A second chance effort. Goes up again. Good!
Boy, Enes Kanter's willingness to be the guy to take over in a critical stretch.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Could be a transition free-for-all tonight, Brent. What's your feeling about going for the open three on the break rather than taking it in for a higher percentage shot in a layup?
Well, nowadays we know that the three-pointer actually means more for any given team.
Analytically, you're right.
Analytically,
yes.
But Kevin, what I'm interested in is on a given night like this where we're going to see a ton of threes, what's the decision-making of the guy with the ball? Sometimes it'll be the point guard. It might be a wing player. But how smart is he at finding the right shooter at the right time at the three-point line on these fast breaks?
Making those big decisions. You're right. And that one is good.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Now, here's Walker. Shoots over Matthews. Walker's shot is off. Here's Milwaukee now. Middleton left side. There's the triple. And he's good on the three ball.
Middleton only takes a second to get that shot off. Such a good catch and shoot game.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Tatum. Back to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum with it. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Matthews, no one around him, and it's off from three-point range. To the paint, unloads from 9, and there's the bucket from Tatum.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here's Walker. Following the miss by Giannis. Count it.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Excellent D from Cantor.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Celtics.
Shot's good by Walker.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Giannis drives in. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Tatum on the wing. Back to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
High post Lopez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, he coined the name himself last season. Brent, are you willing to call Brook Lopez Splash Mountain?
I am, but I think Brook Lopez was also looking for some kind of deal so that him and his brother could get free rides for the rest of their lives.
Now here's Walker. Cantor's shot is off.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Hill, no good. Boston leading by 5. Here's Walker. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. The 3 from Korver. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, I guess the D didn't read the scouting report that you can't let Corver get free from the perimeter.
Walker in the post. The kick out to Brown. Rebound, Milwaukee. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Corver, no luck.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Tatum. Over Hill. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 6.
Yeah, in one-on-one situations, Tatum is a nightmare to guard. Versatile offensively, and really allows him to score consistently.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Celtics out in front. They lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
6 to shoot. Here's Smart. His 3-pointers off the mark. Milwaukee trails by 4. It's Hill on the wing. Bucks passing it around. Corver, no luck.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Here's Connaughton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside for Corver. From outside the arc.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Smart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you still discovering new ways to win?
Yeah, I would say if you had a set of encyclopedias, when you get to around January, you should be in the MN section, Kevin. So do people know what encyclopedias are? But
I can picture in my mind. I know exactly what you're saying.
So from that point on in the season, you have a great foundation to build on, and there's a lot of things that you can do that are just slight wrinkles to what it is you already do, and that's the great thing for coaches, is to challenge the players to see how far through that encyclopedia we can go. What letter could we get to in the alphabet by the end of the year?
In the corner, Middleton with it. Fires the 3. And again, the Bucks miss. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Brown. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Brown's got 8 points.
And Brown is so aggressive, a masterful penetrator who abuses defenders on the drive.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, the Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the wing, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. Boston needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. They kick it out to Green. Over Matthews. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Milwaukee trails by 6. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
Pass to Edwards. A 3-ball. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Oh, that's blocked. Down low. Here's Tice. Finished off the break. And it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
55 seconds left in the first half. Hits the 3-point bomb. And now it's just a 4-point Boston lead.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick. Well, that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got 8 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Walker surveying the floor. And yes, it's good. He has 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Fires from 14. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
3 seconds left. Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Smart's got 4 this quarter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly.
And so it's Boston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books.
Well, Mike Budenholzer winning the Coach of the Year for the second time, just has such a great mind offensively and came in with a new system for this entire roster, one that they embraced very early on. I think it was really important last year, training camp, establishing that type of confidence. It carried them through for the entire year.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Hayward. Outside, Walker. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Hill. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Budenholzer, a big reason they were a top offense last season.
Well, we talk a lot about Bud ball. You add Giannis Antetokounmpo in there, and Bud's ability to pair Giannis's unique skill set to the way that he wanted to play. They really changed a lot of what they did offensively, and it felt very, very seamless.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tatum. That one falls. Tatum's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And here's Hill for 3. And Cantor pulls it down.
Well, if they got a favorite play, Kevin, it might be time to break it out. 0 of 4 to start it.
And he gets the bucket. Brown's got 10.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Connaughton. And again, the Bucks miss.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside, Walker. Seems like nearly everyone, Brent, can shoot the three. Records being broken every year. How long do you think this age of shooting is going to last?
The tipping point, I'm not sure where that is, but the fact that the Houston Rockets in the past 2 seasons have done what it is that they've done, shooting more threes than twos for 2 consecutive seasons, is just a mind-boggling thing to me, Kevin. I think,
but where has it gotten?
well, I think that we're kind of at
The tipping
maximum.
point.
I think we are at the tipping point. I don't know how much more you can do, but the teams that are seeing those other teams having success with it are trying to emulate it
They are.
without the talent that you have. So the next few years are going to be interesting to see how it is or where it is that a transformative player maybe brings the game back towards inside the three-point line, or what strategies change to create even more three-point shots.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Left side, Brown. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 13.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And here's Matthews for the three. It's hauled in by Brown.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And here's Boston. They're on an 18-3 run. And another basket for Boston.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Giannis. And it's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. And here's Matthews from the arc. Milwaukee the rebound. From deep. The shot, no good. But they recover it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Williams. To the inside. The shot's good from Cantor.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?